begun. Feel like that. Feel like, feel like, feel. Beginning of love. You look so hard, but you can't see enough. Just find it and take it, don't let regret it. Make me your only one. You choose it, don't lose it, don't let confuse it. Only then you'll be gone. Feel like, feel like, feel like that.
Hello, this is Lindsay with Readings by Lindsay, and this is an invitation to yell. So today I am wanting to talk a little bit about some things that I've been picking up recently, at least in the past 2 weeks or so, among, what I would call the collective, but I've seen it in other people too, in multiple people, is so I'm not saying everybody's having issues with their ego, and I'm Miss Wonderful, but there's been a lot of ego issues, and a lot of lashing out at each other and kind of pointing the finger, and kind of taking each other's inventories, if you did this, this, and this, your life would be better. If you did this, this, and this. But what I'm seeing is that, just from my observations, that it's rooted even deeper, and there's a lot of it's fear-based. Granted, I can see a lot of it everybody could have prevented it, which is why it's fear-based. Not everybody could have prevented the situation they're in, but there were preventive tactics that weren't taken, which is why it's fear-based. And you can look at this on as big of a scale as you want to. You can look at it on a worldwide scale. We're seeing this in the world right now too. But this is just kind of on my day-to-day, within the work I do in reading people and socializing or interacting with people on a daily basis. In the past couple of weeks, I've been seeing a lot of it in everybody. And like I said, a lot of it's pointing the finger, but what I really deeply see and feel and know that it comes down to is a lot of fear of the unknown. A lot of people are struggling right now, and they don't know what's going to happen. I'm a big procrastinator, so I don't even want to bring up that word, but I've seen that with a lot of people, that there has been a lot of procrastination. And some of it is because the world has forced procrastination on us for, the past couple of months. So, it's like things are kind of starting to get real now, and, I feel like our egos are coming out in defense, in self-defense. And that's just kind of what I have observed. So I wanted to pull a few cards on that issue, kind of seeing further direction on how do we get active and involved in our own lives again, when we have been, all of us, in one way or another, have been almost reconditioned to put our lives and even the most important things on hold. And, and for some of us that want to start doing things quickly again, there's, like I said, people are pointing fingers because there's other aspects, there's other things. Some people may have, for example, some people may have jobs they want to go back to, but that business isn't opening back up, or they're cutting hours. Some people may be losing their homes, and, they may be in need of assistance, but the shelters are still closed. There could be people that are, some people may have not even have like, that what we would consider that big of problems. It could be, just problems like, wanting to get their shoe fixed and the shoe shop isn't open. You know what I mean? But or they could be even bigger. They could be on a worldwide thing. Like, somebody might have family on the other side of the world, but their country hasn't opened up the ports yet. It could be something like that, and so, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not, even though nobody's life is perfectly balanced, and it's very easy to point the finger at somebody else, because everybody's life is perfect right now. And I know that it seems like there's things that a lot of people want to start getting done. People want to start acting, but nobody knows where to begin or how. So I'm going to pull some spirit guidance cards to see where we should go from here, and see if I can get some messages on that issue. Like, where are we supposed to go from here? In divine timing, where are we going? How is this going to work out? So the first card is love. Now, of course, love means love each other, but it also means love ourselves too. There are a lot of people. Second card is ground yourself. I'm going a little fast here. So I'm going to pull one more card for now, and then I'll start reading them all together. And soul solitude. So let's start with go back to this love, because I obviously had a lot to say on that, and I was about to start channeling some information on that. Let's hope I can get that back. I have some cherry quartz here I'm going to hold too. So this isn't just about, obviously we should love each other. This is about loving each other, but this is also about self-love and taking care of ourselves, and getting ourselves on, I want to call it a daily routine. I'm not going to pause and think of my words. I'm just going to say them as they come. A daily routine. There's a lot of us that our daily routines have changed, and they need to be altered in some way. And by starting at home, and when I say home, I don't mean because everybody's home is different. Some people are homeless right now, right? Or they don't have homes of their own. They're staying somewhere. But when I say home, I mean our space. Our body, our bodies are our homes. The place where our spirit is housed. It's getting that place into a routine. So, for example, for some of us, it could be, maybe we've been used to eating, a diet of noodles and ketchup, and maybe it's time to start changing our diet back to, a better routine, or eating at certain times of the day. And I know my weight, I'm no person to talk about diet, but that's the first thing that came to me. For others, it could be, really self-love, start, taking the time to take bubble baths again, or read a book, if that's something that you used to do and kind of fell off because your life got thrown out of whack. Or, on the other hand, I'm also feeling like some people are feeling guilt for doing these things because they feel like they should be doing more to get their life in control. That's a huge thing right now. We don't have control. We still don't have control. We never have control of our lives. Only the universe controls our lives. We have free will, but we don't have control of our lives. And there's a lot of people that are trying to get control back of their lives, control that they thought they once had. Now, this is interesting because I was going to actually pull a card just for this. This subject here, I feel like it's a sub-subject that I need to get on here. But, some people feel like they have had control. And we've never really fully had control of our lives. And right now, the universe is going through, or especially here on Earth, there's a shift going on. We are going through a shift. We are going to be awakened to that. Some are going to get left behind. Some people are not going to get this message and are not going to learn and live by this principle and get it, that we don't have control. People are going to have to give up control. We are being given, right now is the time. We are being given the choice to either give up control or hang on to it and get left behind. Those are our options right now. Self-love is a way to give up control. Not to feel guilty. for taking the time out to do something that you want, that is good for just you. That's okay. And I want to pull, now before I pull this card, I'm going to go to the Ground Yourself card here, because like I said, I talked a little about the love. I want to go to the Ground Yourself. That's another thing that we can do and we need to do is ground ourselves. And again, I feel like this totally goes together. And with the Soul Solitude being the third card, that makes sense, because this is about us as singular souls. Taking care of us, getting our soul, our house. When I say our house, that's what houses our soul in order and getting that routine going. Because at the end of the day, we are all connected, but we are here to learn our own lessons. And yes, it's okay to depend on other people, but it's like I said, it's like everybody's pointing the finger at each other because they can't get what they want done, and they're saying, well, your house isn't in order either. So really, it's like we need to separate ourselves. It's kind of like, we're like 2-year-olds. We need to take a further time. We need to take a little bit of a time out from each other, which we did during the quarantine, which is ending in most places now. But I don't think we fully did. I think in some ways it brought people closer together. It's really now is a time about figuring out who you are as a singular soul. Now I'm going back to this middle card, Ground Yourself. This is totally, I know in North America right now, it's getting warmer out, and it's a great time to go walk out barefoot. Let all of your energy just drain into the earth. We need to ground our energies. Right now, everybody's energy is still a little bit fried and wacky. Even though the collective energy is still kind of fried and wacky from what we just went through the past couple of months. It's so important that we ground that energy, that we clear that energy. And when I say clear that energy, chakra meditations are wonderful. Clearing all of your chakras, just letting all that old energy out, breathing it out, letting it drain out, grounding it, and replacing it with pure energy. And you can do them in the shower. Meditation is not as hard as people think it is. And I've posted some articles on my Facebook about it, and I would definitely look into it if I were you. So I want to pull one more card. Just kind of about this shift that's going on, this change, and because I feel like these cards came out because of that ultimate shift that we're going through, which is no secret to anybody that we're going through this shift. We are not in control anymore. Take a moment. I'm actually going to read that one. Stop, it says. Now is not the time to rush into the decision you're about to make. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. A lot of us, our purposes are about to shift too. It's not just be proud. And notice the peacock eyes. It's just at the bottom of the deck. Be proud. Do what you love. Be who you love. And the peacock feathers, those are eyes, that represents knowledge of the universe, spiritual knowledge. We are all moving up spiritually right now. We have new lives coming in. So at first we have to get our personal houses in order, which starts with ourselves. What houses our spirit, our soul, before we can get our actual houses in order. It's a long road, and it's a process, and we have to stay grounded to do that. Definitely take a moment. Don't rush it. We're trying to rush to get back into the normal so fast. It's just not going to happen. Not as fast as the government wants it to, as people want it to, as maybe our employees want it to, or our employers want it to. As fast as any organization wants it to. It's just not, as fast as scientists want it to. Although I do believe that we're going to, as far as this virus goes, I think we're going to have a vaccine a lot sooner than they predict. I think by next year we'll have a vaccination for it. I really do. I still need to do a video about my predictions from here on out, because I have quite a few of them. My goal is to make a list so I can sit here with a list and talk about them instead of just kind of channel like I'm doing now, because I kind of go off all over the place. But that is one thing. I think by next year we'll have a vaccination for it. But there's still, until then, we're still going to have this craziness going on, but that's okay, because we need to recognize this is going to take time. We're going on a big spiritual transition, and it's not just centered around the virus. That virus was like first step one in this whole stream of events that's going to take place, that's going to completely transform our universe and the way we live in it, and the way our spirit and our souls live in it. And some people aren't going to make it, but most of us will. And right now it starts with loving ourselves and grounding our energy and making a home for our energy in our bodies and getting that in order. So whatever we put our body in, that's next. So, I mean, if you're going homeless right now, yeah, that's a scary thing. But get your mental health in order. And I know that sounds, how do I do that if I don't have a place to live? If you need to go camping, again, it's getting nice out. I'm getting these outside, and I have a broken leg too right now. So, I mean, I understand there's a lot of but so many things that are stopping me, and life is full of obstacles. We don't have control, and that's the big lesson. We don't have control. We never did have control. We really don't have control now, and we're being shown that. But, you know, outside is a huge resource right now for people. And that sounds crazy, right, with everything that's been going on? But, like, you know, if you don't have a home right now, I'm not saying sucks to be you, go camping, but maybe going camping for a month and saving some money up might not be that bad of an idea. I mean, right now, nature holds so many resources for us that we're going to need in the next 20 years to come. It's so important that we ground and connect with it. And I know you've heard this before, especially if you're in the spiritual community. But it's so important to get that figured out now. Again, I'm going to read the Soul Solitude card too. I mean, because it's very important that we connect with our souls yes, all of our souls connected, we are all one. But it's very important that we get in direct communication with our higher selves and not let our egos, which our egos have been controlling us lately, I've been seeing it all over, control us. It's so important, because first the self-love, get our inner home in order, then get in contact with your higher self, because you don't want the ego to take over. That's what's making it so hard. Your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet, a place for your soul solitude. This is a time to pause, a time to reflect, a time for you. We hear that with Take a Moment too. We're being told, hey, pause, stop, think, reflect, figure it out. Take all the time you need to figure it out. There is no rush. And if you rush, you're not in control anyway, so you're rushing for nothing. Even though right now, visually, it seems like things are moving a little bit faster. They're still celestially not, because it's not time yet. We're still going through this huge transition. So I'm going to wrap it up for today there. If you would like a reading, please, by all means, give me a call. Give me an email, affordablepsychic@yahoo.com, phone number 262-577-1794. You can also text me, or you can go to my Facebook, facebook.com/Readings By Lindsay. All the links are going to be in the bottom thread. If you would like to sponsor my YouTube channel, there is a PayPal me link where you can leave a donation and for any donation, get a free video reading, just like this, and also sponsor a collective reading video for the channel. It gets me able to spend more time on the camera get things out here. Also, it's going to help me get some money together to get better equipment and do more things with this channel, which I'd really, really, really like to do. So you can leave a donation and get a donation reading, and also be a donor to this channel, which you will be listed as the donor for the video that's made. If you have if you have a subject you want spoken about on that video that you're donating to for your reading, you can also request a subject for whatever I go into after I do your personal reading, because you are the one sponsoring the video. So all that information is going to be in the underneath the video, linked there too, including the PayPal me link, which is a direct link to my PayPal page. You don't need a PayPal. You can just write down whatever you want to donate, and you're also able to leave a message, which you can write a question or whatever if that's what you want me to focus your general reading on, and also tell me what you want me to focus. If you have a general topic, universal topic, or something you want me to talk about in the video, instead of doing like just a regular kind of energy reading for the collective, like a general collective reading, you can put that there too. So please sponsor a video. That would be wonderful. Or if you want a full face-to-face appointment, I can do them in person here in the studio, or I can, like, in person in the studio if you're in the Kenosha, Milwaukee, Chicago area. Or I can do it video chat, a live in-person video chat, either through Skype, Zoom, or I'm on Android, so I can do it through Google too, or Facebook Messenger. There's lots of different ways we can connect live through chat, so I do it that way too. So if you want to book an appointment, book an appointment. If you'd like to become a donor, please be a donor and get your video. All right, have a wonderful day, and blessings to all of you.